so I just, after I like do my videos, I try to do my intro like in the beginning, I mean at the end of the video, and this is my introduction. But I'm like, I have so much anxiety, I don't even know if I want to show you guys. But this video is really different from what I post. I just feel like I really needed to put myself out there in a bit just to explain to you guys, because I feel like social media can fool you a lot, you know, like I post all these videos and all these pictures on Instagram. You guys think my life is so great and this and that. In reality, like, we all have problems, and like, I just feel like I really need to put myself out there a bit just to explain to you guys why I've been so MIA from YouTube, and why I deleted social media. So yeah, so I don't know, I just have so much anxiety. Like I just finished watching the videos and I'm just like, girl. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. Oh my god, I don't even know where to begin with this video, to be honest. I don't even know if I'm gonna even upload this, because this is a little bit too much for me, I feel like. And this video is very different from my other videos that I post. I just feel like I really needed to not put myself out there, but just kind of, I guess, really say what's happening with me lately. And I know this year has been hard on all of us, especially because of COVID and whatnot. But when I tell you, this year has been the most craziest and absurd year I've ever had in my entire life. I feel like I should just like break down to you guys basically everything that happened to me. Like, it's the reason why I haven't done YouTube either, why I deleted my social media. I just feel like I needed a break from everything. So I'm just gonna do a little rundown of what happened to me this year. So the beginning of the year, January, it was okay, you know, fresh start, new year, new me, right? Like we all fucking say. And I remember I started the new year with a new job that I was like really excited about. I started at this daycare. I thought it was going to be great, and you know, you guys all know I work at a pizza place and I've been there for a very long time, and I wanted just something different, you know. It was time for a change, and I thought this job was going to be it. And when I tell you it wasn't, it was not it. Like, it was bad. And so I started this new job and I hated it. Like, I absolutely hated it. And not for nothing, but like, I was the only Spanish girl there, and I felt like kind of like an outcast, if that makes sense. I don't know why I just cannot talk when I'm doing my makeup, and this is like my first time actually like talking and doing my makeup, but definitely my eyebrows, I cannot talk while I'm doing them. I said I was the only Spanish girl working there, and I kind of felt like an outcast, and like the girls, they were really kind of rude. Like, anytime, like, you know, I'm new, and like anytime I would ask a question, they were just kind of like, they just expected me to know it. But it's like, if that was the case, why would I be asking you? And it just got very annoying, and as the days went by, I just hated the job. And the crazy part, this is when I'm not even kidding, I thought I had COVID before COVID was even a thing. So when the first days on the job, they did warn me that the flu season was out, and it was really bad this year, that to be very careful, you know, wash my hands, whatnot, that. And I've gotten the flu before, and when I tell you, this was not a normal flu. And it got so bad to the point where I was at work one day and I told my friend to call in, saying that like, she was like, I was so scared to tell them. Not even scared, but I just felt like it was kind of, I don't know, but I just didn't want to tell them that I didn't feel good and I wanted to go home, especially because I was new, you know. So I told my friend to call in, pretending to be like my mom or sister or something, I think it was, and saying that we had a family emergency, and then I had to go home. So I went home, and when I tell you I felt like shit, like, I felt like shit. And I went to sleep, and then I got up and went to my other job, which is the pizza place that you guys know of. And even my friend and my mom was like, how are you gonna go to work? You don't feel well. I'm like, no, it's fine. I feel like I just needed a nap or like Dayquil or something. And that's how it usually goes when I have the flu. Like, I just sleep it off, then I take Dayquil and a tea, and I'm good to go for the rest of the day. And I was not good at all. as the days went by, it got worse and worse. Like my cough was outrageously bad, like to the point where I could not breathe. I had to go to the doctors, and like I said, this was before COVID was like a big deal. Like this is like the end of January, the beginning of February. And COVID testing wasn't a thing in the US, I think, around this time, if I'm not wrong, because I had just gotten the flu shot. And like it was really bad. And usually when I have the flu, you know, it lasts like a week or so. I was sick the whole month of February. Like it was bad. Like I couldn't breathe from so much coughing, like coughing so much. I lost my voice. So I couldn't go to work at the pizza place because obviously I have to talk on the phone. I didn't work that whole month, and it was just really bad. And I'm pretty sure it was COVID because my boyfriend at the time, I was with him, and he got sick literally the day after I said I wasn't feeling well. Not like when I was like bad. It was just kind of like when I had that minor cough, because we went out for his birthday, and remember, I wasn't feeling well. Like I wasn't really up on him, like trying to kiss him or anything, because I knew I wasn't feeling well. But still, just from like being near each other, not even touching each other or kissing, just by being together, he got sick. Then March came along. March was when COVID hit the US, or my state, I would say. Everything got shut. Finally, when I started feeling better, I was like, yay, I could finally go out again with my friends, you know. Everything started to get shut down. I think it was like the week of St. Patrick's Day, or that weekend. Everything got shut down, and bars got shut down, restaurants got shut down. And this is when, and like I said, I'm in the restaurant business, and I was like so worried. I was like, oh my god, our restaurant's gonna get shut down, I'm not gonna have a job, you know. I was just like so worried, you know, about everything. And open, but business was so slow, like so slow. Like I dreaded going to work because it was just so bad. Like people were not eating out, or not, or like doing takeout or delivery, because they were so scared of COVID, you know. So I feel like March was just very dreadful, because it lasted until April. And at this time I was having a lot of really bad relationship problems, and I am not the type of person to put my business out there on social media. Like I like not to fool everyone, but like I like everyone to think that, oh, we're okay, you know, that we don't fight, we're this perfect couple, when in reality we're not. And this is one of my biggest it took a big toll on my life, I should say, ending this relationship. I didn't end it in April, but this is when it just started to become very bad. Like the relationship itself was already going downhill for a while. Like I would say like a year or two. And the whole month of April was just non-stop fighting. Once May came around, it was like I just had enough of it. And I felt like it was time to put myself first. And I broke off a 6-year relationship this year, and very scary. And a part of me did want to go back, but I knew it was better to let it go, you know. More easier on my behalf, because for me, I felt like the relationship had already ended a very long time ago. So not that it was easy for me to move on, even though I technically did in that same week. I know, crazy. But that same week, I started to talk to someone, you know, as friends, and we ended up really liking each other. It was like the most bizarre thing that's ever happened to me. Like I was telling my best friend, I'm like, this is like honestly too good to be true. And like I was like, so like I haven't been that happy in such a long time. Like when I tell you, I was like, anytime I would go see this guy, I was like so excited. Like I was like a little girl, like, oh my god, I'm gonna see him. And it was just like the craziest feeling ever. Like he gave me everything he didn't, you know. And it was just crazy. Like, and so all May, June, July, those 3 months I spent with this guy. And when I tell you, I was like head over heels with this guy. And we ended up making it official at some point in time, and you know, I was his girlfriend, he was my boyfriend. You know, everyone knew about us because we did work together. He was my coworker. But come to find out, the whole time I was with him, he had another girlfriend. And I was really devastated, like really devastated, because like I said, I was so happy, but I thought I loved him because he gave me everything my ex didn't. But in reality, looking back at it now, I think I just loved the idea of him. I didn't really love him because I idolized him. Like, I feel like I created this image of him in my head, and that's what I thought I loved. I was really heartbroken. I was like really upset, like really upset. Like I said, this guy made me so happy. Like, I had never been that happy before, and I was even telling my friend, like, it was too good to be true. And it was. And the crazy part is that once I broke it off, he like was like denying that he was cheating on me. Like, he said I was like crazy and delusional when I like literally caught him cheating on me, like physically with my own eyes. And I even met the girl and everything. It was just the most bizarre thing that ever happened to me. I met the girl and I'm telling her my story, she's telling me her story, you know. It was just crazy. And the crazy part is that they're still together. I mean, no hate, like, good for them, you know. Like, they're a very cute couple. Like, I feel like they, you know, like, I don't hold anything against him. Like, I feel like when the right person comes, it's the right person. And I feel like that was his person. Like, I definitely wasn't. Like, they complement each other so well, I feel like. But once me and him broke up, I feel like this is where my last relationship hit even harder. Like I said, like, I moved on so quickly. Like, I didn't even give myself time to even like process the breakup. So once I broke up with this new guy, I was dealing with 2 breakups at the same time, I felt like. So I was basically dealing with 2 heartbreaks at the same time. So that month that I found out that I was being cheated on, I did something very stupid and I broke my foot, and that was a struggle. So I had a broken foot for like a month and a half. But the good thing that did happen that month was that I did get a new car. I feel like it was just time to upgrade from my old car, and I was saving up all this money because this is the sad part too. When I was with my ex, the one with the 6-year relationship, a new car that month that I was so excited about. But it was kind of like I was saying, it was kind of very devastating at the same time too, because the money I used towards the car was the money I was supposed to get. I was supposed to use to get an apartment with my ex of the 6-year relationship one. We were actually planning on moving in together. And around the time I did get my car, it was around the time we were supposed to move in together. So it was kind of like sad in a way, but at the same time, it was like, you know, everything really does happen for a reason. And I'm a very strong believer on that everything happens for a reason, you know, whether it's good or bad, you know. You know, I had the time of my life for my birthday. Like, it was like one of the best birthdays ever. Like, that whole weekend was like just great, good vibes, you know. I'm so grateful for all the friends I made and met this year. You know, you guys have been real ones, you know, always there for me. But yeah, so a week after my birthday, this is where it went downhill. So I stupidly decided to do something very stupid, and I got arrested. Not something I'm proud of. I don't even know if I'm even gonna put this in this video because, like, me da vergüenza, but at the same time, it's like, not that it happened. Well, yes, it does happen to everyone, you know. We all make mistakes. No one's perfect, you know. So I'm not gonna really say what I did. It's not like something major, like I killed someone or like, you know, like, but I did something bad, you know. And I know I didn't say this before, but like, well, maybe I did, I don't remember. But like, when me and my the guy I went out with for the summer, like, I was very depressed. Like, I was very upset. Like, and I tried not to get depressed because it takes a big toll on your life. I feel like when you're really depressed and down, like, you're not really yourself. Like around that time, like, I was like, this guy knew how much my ex hurt me, and he hurt me as well, and like I wasn't eating, I just wasn't myself. And when I got arrested, it happened all over again. I was just very down, depressed. Like I didn't want to do anything. Like I didn't even want to tell my parents. The only person I told was my mom, because I live with her and I trust her. But when I was really depressed about being arrested, like I just didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go out, like I didn't want to talk to anybody, like I didn't want to go to work. I was very sad and like disappointed in myself, because I knew what I did was kind of stupid, and I put myself in that position, and I can only be mad at myself and nobody else but me, because we're all grown and we all make our decisions, you know, we're all adults here. So even my mom, this is what I'm so grateful for her sometimes, because like I was so scared to tell her like what happened. Like she was more consulting, like, you know, comforting me, than like yelling at me, which I was expecting her to yell. And one person I didn't tell about this was my father, because for that reason, because I know my dad, he's not the type to like be comforting or supportive. Like all he's gonna do is like yell at me, and I'm like, I don't need that right now. Like I'm really down about it. Like I don't need someone else to like tell me something I already know, you know what I mean? Just so much shit that like goes on in my life. Like looking at it back at everything that's happened to me this year, if someone would have told me a year ago like all of this would have happened to me, I would have been like, no fucking way. Like there's no way. Like yeah, like I was saying, this year has been one hell of a roller coaster for me. And even though I did make a lot of mistakes, or whatever you want to call them, you know, I don't look them as mistakes. I kind of look at them as like something that defines me. Like it shapes me, who I am, you know. Like I don't think anything, like I've always said, like things happen for a reason, whether it's good or bad. Like at the end of the day, it defines who you are and who you become as an individual for the future or whatever, you know. Like I hold no shame of what I did or what I didn't do, you know, because this is who I am, and you have to love yourself. I want to build myself. Like I want to go back to school. I want to because I was going to school to be a social worker, but I don't want to do that. So I do want to do something with beauty related, because that's something I really do enjoy doing. I want to go to school for hairdressing. I want to go back to the gym, you know, just do a lot of things for me. Just getting to know the real me, because I feel like I don't even know the real me, and it kind of like I get offended sometimes when people try to tell me something about myself. Like, dude, like you don't even know me. Like I don't even know me. Like who are you to even like say anything about who I am or what I think, or you know, like you're not in my shoes. I even feel lost with myself. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm so grateful to be alive, healthy, have my family and my friends. Yeah, that has been my chaotic year. That's a reason why I did go off YouTube. Like I just needed a break, especially with social media, because I feel like social media takes a lot out of you, you know. So I deleted my Facebook, my Instagram. The only thing I kept is Snapchat, TikTok, if you want to consider that social media, and Twitter. And Twitter's not even something I really use. It's just there. Like I'm just there for like the tweets, you know, the funny stuff. I just feel like I don't know, I just needed a break from society itself. Like, you know, like just stop caring. Not even caring, but like what people are posting. Like, you know, I just don't want to be around that right now. Oh my god. And that was exhausting. If you're still here watching, like, thank you for listening to me. You know, we're not all perfect. We're all human, and we all make mistakes. And, you know, like, you just really have to push yourself. You have to, like, really push yourself to get through it. And it's hard. It's not easy. It really isn't. Like, you know, it's very hard. Like, I was just talking to this friend last night, like, and it's like, you know, like right now you might like, she is going through a breakup herself, and she's like, I don't know how you did it, Crystal. I'm like, I don't even know how I do it. Like, I'm like, not that I'm over, I'm like, I'm still like processing it, you know. Like, it's not like I'm completely over it, you know. Like, it, of course, you know, here and there it's gonna hit you, like, you know, and that's normal, you know. Like, you spend so much time in all these years with someone, like, of course it's gonna impact you. You're not gonna forget it from like the noche de mañana, you know what I mean? Like I was just telling her, it's already been what, 6-7 months, over half a year that me and him broke up, and like I'm still dealing with it. Like, I'm not crying myself. Just the way I look at it is that in 5 years from now, like, everything that I'm stressing over right now is not even gonna matter at all. And that's what really gets me through my day, like just thinking of that. Like, in 5 years from now, this is what I'm gonna be, this is where I'm gonna be, you know. I just like to really, you know, just keep pushing, and I just hope next year is like way better than this year, because this year has been just too much. Everyone handles everything differently, and if you're going through something, if you're watching this, if you're going through something, you're gonna get through it, you know. You're going to be okay, you know. And that's what I tell myself every morning, like, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna get through today, you know. Like, it's just the only way. Like I keep saying, like, you just gotta push yourself, and no one else can do that but you. If you're not gonna do it, no one else is, you know. Because at the end of the day, you only have yourself. And yeah, so I'm going to be back on YouTube, and I'm gonna be uploading a few videos, hopefully in a few weeks. Like I said, depending when I'm gonna upload this. Like, I'm thinking about uploading this probably either today, a few weeks, I don't know. But I am definitely ready. I've been wanting to do a life update video for a while, but I just felt like I really wasn't ready, you know. But now that I am like okay with like talking about this, like without crying or anything, because like I have tried to film this video a few times, and like when I do, I start crying. But I'm like finally in a position where I'm okay with that. Like, my motive is just like, live your best life like there is no tomorrow, and that is my advice to you. And thank you guys for watching another video with me.